And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, we'll see Dort and Baisley playing it forward. Giddey and Gilgeous-Alexander are the guards. And it's Robinson Earl in at the center position. Here we are, opening night, and these players, Steve, are just about as excited as the fans.
You love it, Kevin. Preseason is over. Game one, it starts the real season. And yes, you want to get off to a great start.
Now here's Leonard. Zubac, a screen on Dort. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Back to Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran, someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but experienced players to fill out that roster.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Zubac.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one drops for him.
Crafty move by Shea. He's getting better and better at changing pace.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
The drive by Jackson, missed inside. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
There's the drive. Banked in off the glass.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating his man off the dribble.
Giddey against Jackson. To the paint. Robinson Earl, good.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Now Jackson. Down low. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Dort. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Robinson Earl. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Leonard against Dort. 11 feet away. They grabbed their own miss. Morris with the bucket.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey with the screen on George. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Passes it to Leonard. Shoots over Dort. And it's Leonard missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Zubac, a screen on George. Leonard the pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Now here's Giddey. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Steps back. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Giddey. Clock at 4. There's the triple. Outside, Dort. No good with the triple. The Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's George. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Here's Zubac. That one wide left. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top, up 1. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. Here's Muscala. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Clippers trail. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past. A few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
Now Jang, after Norman Powell, missed from long range. They set the screen. Man, it's hauled in by Coffey.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Kicks it to Powell. Covington, a screen on Williams. Here's Powell. And with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
That's tipped. Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Thunder are trying to build something that will last. The front office says you stick to your principles, your values, and you think long term. We're focused on building a sustainably great team. We continue to be forward-facing in that respect. Kevin, back to you.
It's a good philosophy, and they're not looking for any shortcuts, which is admirable. David, thanks. Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Just a man. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams. Muscala finds Jang. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, Batum. 1:19 left in the second quarter. The shot by Powell, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Wall. And that's good. Norman Powell for three. Powell's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Outside Williams. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. That shot missing. Good D by Covington.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. And Wall kicks to Covington. No good on the triple. On the wing, Williams shoots over Powell.
Active on defense. When Powell puts forth this type of effort, it distracts shooters.
The Clippers, 13.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And as we look ahead on our schedule, is there anything fun you guys are really looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Shaq making some more bad predictions. That's always fun for me.
Don't lie to the people at home, Kenneth Cornelius Bailey. Shaq Stradamus is never wrong about anything.
Well, I mean, I checked my notes, but we'd be here a long time.
Whatever.
And let's get into this first half. A super close game for the Clippers so far.
You love how they've come in here and taken charge. Hostile crowd, but these guys are blocking out the noise.
Yeah, they came in prepared for this, and the results have been outstanding.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Outside the wings are Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Robinson Earl in at center. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here now, the Clippers, a 2-point game. And here's George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Clippers. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Robinson Earl. Pass to Giddey. Rebounded by Jackson. Clippers leading by 4.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And the dunk by Zubats.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, George. And they get it back. Zubats the pass to George. Jackson down low. And the dunk by Zubats.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is. Both amazing passers. David, thank you. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the basket by Los Angeles. And Giddey gets it to go.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Giddey against Jackson. Giddey the pass to Robinson Earl. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jackson kicks to Leonard. A 3 from Morris. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubats with the screen for Jackson. Morris outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward position. Now here's Wall. Covington setting the pick for Wall. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Under trailing by 9. Inside. The shot's good from Beasley.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got the lead back up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Pass to Williams. Back to Williams. To the inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunities.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Wall finds Batum. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Powell, the pass to Wall. A three from Leonard. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Leonard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. Powell against Williams. He kicks to Jang. Leonard with the steal. Jumps up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Incredible effort by Kawhi. Picks it up with the claw, then off to the races.
And Williams, here we go. Shoots over Powell and misses it off the right side of the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And he makes the first. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
He's a soft-spoken leader. Kawhi Leonard prefers to let his play do the talking for him.
Zubac, a screen on Williams. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
DeRozan attracts so much defensive attention. He's learned to use those opportunities to find teammates.
Now here's Jang to end the run. Batum grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kawhi Leonard.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Now here's Wall. Leonard looking around. Over Williams. And it's Leonard missing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Williams, high post. Powell on him. The kick out to Williams. The Thunder with another miss. Leonard dishes the Wall. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us as New Balance presents our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.